KNDY.
And celebrating sub-state basketball action here on KNDY FM 95.5 as well as we are back in Tuscaloosa, Kansas here for a boys sub-state championship Saturday. Good evening and welcome in to our KNDY featured broadcast of the night. We've got two excellent contests coming up in our first matchup here from the 1A Division 2 Tuscaloosa sub-state. It is top-seeded Logan Palco coming in undefeated on the season versus a 4-seed and 14-6 Hanover Wildcats. Meanwhile, in our second matchup, it's second-seeded 20-1 Axel Boys, and then third-seeded 14-6 St. John's Beloit Tipton Blue Jays. Four teams enter. Two teams will earn the right to a championship run out at Colby next weekend. We've already punched two girls' tickets. That's the Hanover girls and the Lynn girls last night. Tonight, it's going to be the Hanover boys' first shot up against an undefeated Logan Palco team. We're going to take our first time out of the night, but before we do, a big thank you to our sponsors, Midwest Products, Bruna Implement, Blue Valley Insurance Agencies, Hanover Electric, the Hanover Hospital, Citizen State Bank branches, Fat Brothers Petroleum, Goog's Bar and Grill, Ricky's Cafe, Andy's Hardware and Lumber, B&W Electric, Freeman Farmers Mutual Insurance, Orville Juniman Construction, and the Main Street Market in Hanover. Again, this is Max Blasky here with you on FM 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com, and as always, in our free KNDY FM mobile app. We're getting ready for game time here between the Trojans of Logan Palco and the Wildcats of Hanover. Our first break is now up. When we come back, we'll preview this contest and talk you into how each season has gone for both squads.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
Soil is the very foundation of farm life. Conserving it is an important aspect of a successful operation. Orville Juniman Dozer Services is here for that important factor. They will build the terraces to maintain your soil resources. They will dig out the ponds for the care of your herds and create the waterways to control the flow of water away from your carefully maintained fields. Orville Juniman Dozer Services has all the trucks and equipment to be your ally in preserving the groundwork of your business. Give them a call today.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas. Apply out Wildcat Booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
And welcome back in to Tuscaloosa High School. Again, Max Blasky with you here tonight for night number 2 of Sub-State Championship action. KNDY live and local wherever you are, and always local with your favorite sports teams, not just in the postseason, but all season long. Taking a look at how both of these teams got here in our first contest of the night, it's Hanover and Logan Palco, starting with the Hanover Wildcats, a very familiar name up in our listening area. Hanover comes in 14-6 under 50-year head coach Corey Jensen. They're looking for their first trip to state in 3 years. Most notably, the last 2 years, they've matched up with who else but Axel in the championship games in Sub-State. So Hanover, their first chance at a state run since the 2021-22 season. Hanover again comes in 14-6. They started the season off 0-3 for losing 3 in the regular season, 2 to Axel and 1 to Clifton Clyde. Both teams still playing on a championship Saturdays. We'll hear from the Eagles coming up in a little bit. But Axel scoring 65 points per game. That's an increase from 57 last season. And offense is led by the three-headed monster of Braylon Mine, Garrett Martin, and Tanner Bruna, all averaging over 10 points per game, with Mine leading the way at a cool 16 points per game. And a few changes starts to the starting lineups here in the postseason, which we'll get into here in just a little bit. Now, a little bit more on the Logan Palco Trojans. This is a old team. All 5 starters will be seniors. We're going to see a senior off the bench and a junior off the bench. So experience back from Logan Palco, but not necessarily in the terms of a state run. Each of the last 4 years, this Trojan team has lost in sub-state action, rather in second round or championship action, to Northern Valley. And the big name you're going to hear tonight is the senior at small forward, Rhett Katz, the 6'3" senior. He is the third leading scorer in Kansas this season at just over 25 points per game, officially at 25.6 points per game, 8.6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and a block and a half. So again, the name you're going to hear a lot tonight is Rhett Katz, 25.6 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and a block and a half a game. The next highest scorer on this Trojans squad is junior Kason Ashmore, the 6-foot junior, at 8 points, along with Ethan Gashler, the senior, at 8 points per game. But this is a tall Logan Palco's team, too, as well. And their starting lineup, no one under 6'1" on the season. So the hype down low, especially for Garrett Martin, the big man inside for the Hanover Wildcats, is going to be extremely important. We mentioned that Katz, not only does he score on the season, he's top 25 in the state of Kansas in assists and 10th in the state in steals. But as we saw last night, too, as well, sometimes these Western teams, I don't want to say don't play the best competition, but aren't as challenged as some of these Twin Valley League teams that we're accustomed to seeing. Of course, Hanover 14-6, 2 of those losses to Axtell, 2 of those to 3 and 4A schools, Nemaha Central and Concordia, and then 1 to Liston Clyde. Meanwhile, Logan Palco, their best opponents on this year are Dighton at 17-3 and Weston at 16-3. Other than that, everyone else is just about 500 on the season. So, of course, Logan Palco comes in the top team in the Class 1A Division 2 postseason rankings, actually second behind Cunningham, who's also undefeated on the season. But we'll see how the defensive changes for head coach Corey Jensen and his squad affect the Trojans here tonight, the physicality too as well of this Logan Palco team. We're going to take a quick 60-second break. When we come back, at starting line and the national anthem as we get boys championship Saturday action going here live from Tasket High School.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598A.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Back rocking and rolling here from Tasket High School. Max Blasky with you. A reminder that every one of these broadcasts is available to listen back at KNDYradio.com. We're going to start starting lines first. Logan Palco, again, undefeated on the season, 20-0, top seed in this sub-state. Out front, they're going to start Caden Graham, a 6'3 senior, Brian Pugh, a 6'1 senior, all around Rhett Katz, a 25-point-per-game scorer at a 6'3 senior at the small forward position. Down low, it's going to be Caleb Sparks, the 6'3 senior, and Ethan Gashler, the 6'4 senior, as Logan Palco this season under head coach Michael Delamont will start Graham, Pugh, Katz, Sparks, and Gashler, kind of interchangeable in the starting five, as every starter, again, is over 6'1" in the starting lineup. Now some change for the Hanover Wildcats as we get into postseason action in the starting lineup under head coach Corey Jensen in his 5th year. The Wildcats are 14-6. Starting line will be as follows. Out front, it's going to be Tanner Bruna, the 6'1 junior, getting the start here tonight for the Hanover Wildcats. Along with him, It's going to be Hunter Kike for the 5'11 sophomore and Braylon Mine, the 6-foot junior out front. Down low, it's Cameron Juniman, the 6-foot senior, and Garrett Martin, the 6'2 senior. Again, the Hanover Wildcats starting lineup is Tanner Bruna, Hunter Kike for Braylon Mine, Cameron Juniman, and Garrett Martin. We'll be back with game action after this.
Prioritize your health in 2025 with Hanover Hospital and Washington Health and Drug. Spring into Health, Health Fair. The third annual event is Saturday, April 5th from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. at the Hanover Community Building. Over a dozen local vendors will be providing free lifestyle and health information open to the public with no appointment needed. Discounted lab work will be done on a cash or check basis. New this year, thanks to our generous sponsor Lutz, we will be offering a free blood profile consisting of the CBC, COMP, and lipid panel. Join anytime throughout the morning for a free will donation breakfast and coffee. Enter for door prize drawings and free giveaways all morning long. Spring into a healthier year with Hanover Hospital and Washington County Health and Drug. Discounted lab work, vendors, and more at the Hanover Community Building, April 5th from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. For a full vendor list, discounted lab work costs, and more information, visit the Hanover Hospital Facebook page.
Hanover Hospital and Warren Clinic, putting the care back into healthcare.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
And we are back live, ready for game action in the jump circle. It's going to be Garrett Martin. It will be Caleb Sparks, 6'2 versus 6'3. Hanover in their road blues. They are the away team. White Hanover across the chest, then cursive in red numbers front and back. Logan Palco in the home whites. Red Trojans on the front and back, red numbers. 3-ball, first off, no, from the before-mentioned Red Cats. But offensive board for the Trojans. Cats again inside. Big block by Tanner Bruna. Again, Hanover changing starting lineup since we last saw them. It's going to be Hunter Kiefer and Tanner Bruna in the starting lineup, along with Braylon Mine, Cameron Juniman, and Garrett Martin down low. Man-to-man defense, and as I anticipated, it's going to be Hunter Kiefer checking Red Cats. Hunter Kiefer, only a sophomore, but very energetic defender. He's going to be charged with guarding the 25-point-per-game scorer. Man-to-man here tonight, biggest assignment of his young career. Logan Palco gets their second possession of this. The game started, working right to left as we see it, left side of the floor in front of the Hanover crowd. Good Hanover crowd, too, tonight as well. Lady Wildcats, of course, won last night. Looking for a boys' trip as well tonight. Here's the second attempt inside by Cats. Good defense by Kike for forcing the mess. Red Cats 0 for 2 early on. Hanover comes into this game averaging 65 points per game. Logan Palco at just over 62, but defense, here's where the leagues really pick up. Logan Palco only allowing 34 points per game, while Hanover allowing 51. But remember, the level of competition that's in the Twin Valley League this season compared to the Western Kansas League by Logan Palco. Little handoff to Juniman, up and down for 2. Braylon Mine got right to the front of the cut, found a cutting Cameron Juniman for his first buckets of the night, and it's 2-0 early on Hanover. Both of these teams, of course, coming off a second-round win. Hanover took care of Victoria 75-51. Meanwhile, the Logan Palco handled Peskett 57-41. There's a turnover here early on for Logan Palco, and that's going to be something to watch, too, as well. Logan Palco forces a dozen steals per game, but they also pick up a dozen turnovers also on the season. Meanwhile, so far, Hanover on the year, they only turn it over at a clip of, 14 per game and get 11 steals. So Wildcats can be susceptible to the turnovers, too, as well. Second possession now for the Wildcats, delivered against the man-to-man defense by Logan Palco, sneaking out there very deep. Here inside, Bruna has a little trouble with it, gets it off the rim, but offensive board and down for Garrett Martin, his first bucket of the night. And Garrett Martin, a big player in this contest, comes in averaging 10 points, 7.1 rebounds, and a block and a half a game. There's going to be an early foul whistled on Hunter Kiefer guarding Red Cat, but I'm sure he's going to have a little bit longer leash than we've seen in a regular season contest from the sophomore, a real energized defensive player. again for head coach Corey Jensen's squad. Again, Max Blasky with you here tonight from Tuscaloosa, Kansas, winner of our next two contests. Will, of course, go on to a state title. Hanover looking for their first run in the last 3 years. Had success in Corey Jensen's first year, a one-loss state championship game. 3-ball early on from Ryan Pugh. That's going to be a miss. Who's it off of? We'll stay now with the Trojans. Coming into this contest, too, as well. I'm sure we'll see him here a little bit later on. But Kadra Cohorst, the 5'7" sophomore guard, he is top 25 in Kansas in assists per game. But, again, the height of Logan Palco forces him to the bench to at least start off this game. Katz, a deep left wing three. No, that's short. First 3 shots for Rhett Katz are off. And Hunter Keycaper right in his grill every time as he gets some good words of advice from head coach Corey Jensen. Again, starting 5, Braylon Mine, Hunter Keycaper, Cameron Juneman, Garrett Martin, and Tanner Bruna. Bruna looks to attack. Lob up to Martin. Martin, high left block, takes it. Hanover will now look to run clock. Logan Palco in a full court man-to-man early on. Mine head fakes on a 3, gets the right block, keeps the dribble alive. Through the contact, up and one for Braylon Mine. Hanover here early on, hot from the floor as it's 6-0 early on, and that foul will go on Caleb Sparks. First foul for either squad here in this contest. Going to the line will be Mine, averaging from the floor so far this season an 80% free throw shooter. The Riley smoothly knocks that one down. It's a quick 7-0 lead for Hanover in this first quarter. Looking for a little defensive energy here from the crowd are the Hanover Wildcats. Pure man-to-man again as they work all this offense for Cats. Logan Balco so far blank from the floor. Wildcats lead 7-0, 4:45 left to play. First quarter action. Screen and roll action for the big Ryan Pugh, the 6'1" guard. Adds in about 200 pounds too as well. Cats head fakes on a right wing 3. Now steps back lefty. Air ball on that one. Here we're going to say, no, Katz is saying it was tipped, but it's not. Ryan Katz now 0 for 4 from the floor and 2 bad shots from the lefty. Again, going 6-3, and that's Logan Palco's kind of key this season. Out in the league that they are in, just a lot of ISO for 6'3". You don't see a lot of height out west of 81. So Katz has been able to take advantage. Here's going to be a reach-in by Ryan Pugh as Braylon Mine tried to back him down right block. And right now, Logan Palco, I don't want to say they looked rattled, but, of course, this is the first game in a long time that's even been close for the Trojans. Their closest game this season was a 62-56 victory over Weston, who is 16-3 back on January 17th. So it's been close to a month since Logan Palco has really played a tight contest. Meanwhile, for Hanover, they're coming off a loss at Clifton Clyde back on February 11th. They did have 3 big wins to close out the season, including a 119-point outburst versus Washington County back on February 18th. Inside, Martin's second shot of the night is up and off the miss. The no dice. It's going to be first miss for Hanover in this contest. They're shooting extra well. And Logan Palco takes an early first quarter timeout. Head coach for the Trojans, Michael Delamont, wants to talk it over. We'll take a 30-second break with them. Hanover leading 7-0 early first quarter.
Raising cattle is a business, and when your business needs a financial resource, we're a good company to call on. As your ag banking resource, we've gained a lot of experience over the years, working with local producers, lending a hand. Talk to us. You'll be raising your livestock in good company. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
Max Blasky back with you here from Tuscaloosa High School. Day number 2 here in Sub-State Championship action. Lynn girls and Hanover girls already punched their ticket to state tournament trip out at Colby next week. So this Hanover-Lynn Barnes district looking to go 3-4-4. Inside Katz working his way inside travel and good energy from head coach Corey Jensen early on from his defense. Who else but Hunter Keycaper again picking up Katz on that defensive possession. You do lose a little bit of an offense, but I think Coach Corey Jensen, to his core defensive-minded coach, will let players like Tanner Bruna and Braylon Mine score the ball if Hunter Keycaper can play 4 good quarters of defense. Here comes Cameron Juniman down the middle of the lane, kicks it right wing, Keycaper. Now top side, Mine. Mine head fakes on a three, gets in the paint, through the contact, loses it, and a foul will be called. 2 foul shots upcoming now for Braylon Mine. This foul shot will go on Caleb Sparks, the 6'3" senior, already his second personal foul. And Braylon Mine will go back to the stripe where he is already 1 for 1. Hanover uber aggressive right to the front of the rim here early on, not bothered by the size. Mine knocks down the first personal foul. We'll see our first sub of the night for both sides. For Hanover, it's going to be Cooper Bruna, the 5'10" freshman. He will sub out Cameron Juniman. Get a little more ball handling out there for the Wildcats. As for the Trojans, it's going to be Keisha Ashmore, the 6-foot junior. Mine goes 2 for 2 from the stripe, already an early 5 points for the leading scorer for the Wildcats at 16 points per game early on. And it's still 9-0. Here's a steal by Tanner Bruna all the way to the rim through Cats, up and down for Tanner Bruna. And it is a double-digit lead for Hanover here in the first quarter, 11-0, as they have shocked these Trojans. Straight man-to-man defense again here for Hanover, way outside the three-point line. Cats, right block, going against TK for good trap in the corner. Cats gets around it, though, through the contact shot, no good. He's going to lose the offensive board and saves the possession for the Trojans. Rotation 3, Pugh, no. Defensive board, Tanner Bruna. So far early on, Logan Palco 0 for 7 from the floor, and now early foul trouble coming for the Trojans. This will go on Rhett Cats, the 25-point-per-game scorer, now with 1 foul, 0 for 5 from the floor in this first quarter, as it is 11-0 Hanover. Cooper Bruna will inbound underneath his own basket. We'll have a little discussion out top, just where it's going to be at. So we're going to go side out of bounds here in front of the Logan Palco bench. Again, Hanover working left to right as we see it in their road blues. Logan Palco in their home whites, being the top seed, undefeated second-ranked team in Class 1A Division II all season long. TK for free throw line, kicks it. Bruna. Now Tanner inside the lane, 2 feet in, kicks it out. TK for fakes on a 3. He's going to keep his dribble inside the lane against Cats. And a foul called on Rhett Cats. That's a second personal foul on the leading scorer for this Trojan team. And good job by Hunter Keycaper. It was darn near a block for Cats. And now we're going to take foul shots coming for Hanover. This is already the 5th and 6th trip to the line here early on in this first quarter. Hunter Keycaper at the strike. Deep knee bend for the right. He knocks this one down. Hunter so far on this season, a 42% free throw shooter, but that shot looks a lot better than 42. Second one upcoming for Keycaper. Drops that one down, too, as well. Hanover looking extra good here on a Saturday afternoon. 13-0 Wildcats in this championship game. Cats up top, directing traffic, poked away by Keycaper. Good intention and good decibelity. Now a carry will be called. No, a timeout. A second timeout called by Logan Palco already in this first quarter. Head coach Michael Delamont not happy with his team's performance. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Head coach Corey Jensen really wanting that carry, but we're going to keep it right here with the 30-second timeout. I was talking to someone before this contest, and again, no offense to the level of opponents some of these Western teams play, but you see Logan Palco coming in, averaging 62 points per game, only allowing 34. I mentioned it. They played 3 teams with a winning record. Everyone other than that, right around 500 on the season. So when you boast a starting lineup of 5 seniors that goes 6-1 and above, you're expected to win these games. Hanover comes in with 6 losses. You might not expect too terribly much, but right now Hanover is playing as the better team in this contest. And, of course, foul trouble now early on for Logan Palco as both Rhett Katz and Caleb Sparks, they both have 2 personal fouls for Logan Palco, a team that won't go too terribly deep on their bench either. Not a lot of scoring. Again, Cats 25 per game, next closest, 2 players at 8. Hounding defense, man-to-man again here for the Wildcats, a staple under head coach Corey Jensen in his 5 years at the helm for Hanover. Cats top the line, guarded tightly again by Keycaper. A little trouble with it. Jensen wanting to travel. No, we're not going to get it. Driving right baseline and into the lane. A foul will be called, and maybe finally points for Logan Palco as it will come from the free throw line. Braylon Mine contested Case Ashmore at the pinnacle of that attack to the rim, but a personal foul will be called on the junior. First free throw, no. That's long off the rim, no good from Ashmore coming into this contest. Ashmore on the season, a 55% free throw shooter. Does he get the second one? No, he won't. Rims out early on now. Logan Palco unrattled in this first quarter. It's 13-zip. Hanover, 1:42 left to play in this first quarter. Mine all the way to the baseline, looking for some help. Loses that one. Turnover, Hanover, their first in the contest. Not a bad take, though, by Braylon Mine. Cats right wing. Good quick reversal. Now it's going to leave open a three. That's knocked down. First one for Caleb Sparks. Drains down the triple. That's their first points in the contest. Now back-to-back turnovers for Hanover. Trojans off and running. Cats left side guarded by Cooper Bruna, the freshman, playing good minutes all season. Here's a second three way off the mark from Sparks. And the Wildcats control. Final 60 seconds of this first quarter. It's been all Hanover, leading by 10. Now, man-to-man here still from the Trojans. As Mine up top will swing it. Head coach Corey Jensen barking out of play with 48 seconds left. Screen and roll. Hunter Kiekefer, no. Spins into the lane, loses this one. It's Hunter a little bit too enthusiastic on the offensive end in this contest, playing great defense. But now 2 plays that he's got caught too deep in the paint. Still 10-point lead, though, for Hanover. Cats going to work on the screen and roll right side. Guarded by the freshman, Bruna. Tipped away. It'll stay now with Logan Palco. Again, Hanover, some really good defenders here early on in this year, including Cooper Bruna. He took the assignment on Jack Skoshny back in the TVL tournament, a game that I saw, and held Skoshny to under 15 points as a top 5 scorer in the state of Kansas this season. First action, too, for Cager Cohorts, 5'7" sophomore. Again, top 25 in the state of Kansas in assists per game for Cager Cohorts. Final 18 seconds of this first quarter. Cats working right wing. Looking to spin back into the middle. All eyes on him. Gets into the middle, stops, pops, kicks it out. Short shot is going to be an air ball going to the ground, and a foul's going to be called on Hanover. Don't know how that one's going to be a foul on Tanner Bruna, but it will go on the junior nonetheless. Give an extra opportunity now to the Trojans. That's only the third personal foul. Caden Graham back into the contest for the Trojans. Out will go Ethan Gashler, who shot that corner shot and was well off on his first attempt. Flat four crossed here for the Trojans on the left side of the court. High post tip pass taken. We're going to work a screen left side. Nope. 3 ball is off the mark. No good from Ryan Pugh, and that's how the quarter ends. It's been all Wildcats in the first 8. Hanover leading 13-3. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Max Blasky back with you here from Tesket High School. Again, it's been all Wildcats in this first quarter, leading by 10. Hanover is 5 for 5 from the free throw line. They're 4 for 6 from the floor, and a balanced scoring attack is 5 Wildcats now in the scoring column. As for Logan Palco, again, leading scorer at 20 plus 25 points per game. Ryan Katz held scoreless on 0 for 5 shooting. Logan Palco is 1 for 11 from the floor. And this onslaught continues here early on as Braylon Mine gets right to the front of the rim in this contest. I joked with head coach Corey Jensen before the game. I said, when you get to postseason, not like I need to tell you, but it's about making shots and playing defense. He said, we're going to play defense. We need to make at least 10 threes, though, in this game. But right now, Hanover doesn't need to do that as they're getting everything that they want right at the front of the rim. Personal foul will be called defensive side on Cooper Bruna. The freshman picks up his first. Bruna, Martin, Mine, Tanner Bruna, and Cager Cohorse, your 5 out there now for the Wildcats. Inside, shot up from the short block is up and down for Caden Graham. 6'3" senior drops in his first bucket of the night. Graham on the season, only 4.4 points per game, so halfway there. It's going to be a wild touch pass, somehow taken in by Tanner Bruna, straight to the front of the rim. No offensive board. Tanner put back in. Good for Tanner Bruna, just quicker off the floor on the second bounce from the junior compared to Logan Palco, and it's back up to a dozen for Hanover. Yep, we're going to call it a foul on Hanover. Head coach Corey Jensen really working these refs here in Tuscany, I don't blame him, though. Cooper Bruna is going to pick up his second personal foul. Looked like a chicken wing on the screen out front, but Cooper will pick up his second. Out, back in will come Hunter Kiekefer. In Logan Palco, 1 for 11 from the floor in that first quarter, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and 2 turnovers as well. Hanover still wanting that illegal screen. And like I said, there's a lot of movement on those big boy screens. Free ball, hard off the rim, no good from the Trojans. This will be pulled in by the Wildcats. Ryan Pugh now 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Braylon Mines straight down Broadway, all the way into the lane. Still going to the rim. A lot of contact and free throw shots now coming for Braylon Mines. As again, Hanover taking it right into the teeth of this Logan Palco defense. That personal foul, who are they going to whistle that one on? That's going to go on Ryan Pugh. So now the third Trojan with 2 personal fouls. That sends the confident Braylon Mine back to the stripe for more free throws. Substitution will come Ethan Gassler, 6'4" senior, will check out. Ryan Pugh, who again is 6'1", but he's about a solid 200 pounds out there at a guard position. He's going to take a seat on the bench as he's 0 for 4 from behind the three-point line. Second free throw upcoming for Mine. He's perfect on it. He's perfect from the floor and from the free throw line. 5 for 5 from the stripe, 2 for 2 from the floor for 9 points already for Braylon Mine. It's 19-5, your second quarter action. And Hanover Wildcats looking for their first trip to state in the last 3 years. Last 2 years, of course, have been matched up with TVL foe Axel in sub-state championship games. They finally get away from them here in this one, and it's looking like here early on they're showing Logan Palco how TVL basketball is played. Good defense again, man-to-man here from the Wildcats. Cats looking to get away from Hunter Kiekefer, but again, good defense. Right down Broadway, kick out 3. No, Cats is thinking about it still as well. Guarded again by Hanover. Deep 3 from Cats, banks that one in. Again, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but let's not get that one going. That first 3 here from Rhett Cats is a bank from about 20 feet from the basket. 19-8, 11-point lead for Hanover. Tanner Bruna fires up a 3. That's an air ball, maybe a fourth shot there. Hanover has been very good offensively working the ball out front. Cats right side gives a little pick and pop. 3 ball straight on. That's off the rim. No good offensive board, though. Coming down to the way of the Trojans. Second one, and a silly foul committed by Hunter Kiekefer. He stuck his forearm right in the gut of Rhett Katz on the wild 3, and it's going to be a foul. 3 free throws now coming for the senior, and after you see one go in, you don't want to send him right to the free throw line, and that's what exactly Rhett's doing. Hanover fans wanting some offensive foul called on Rhett Katz, but just playing good physical offense, using his body to keep Kiekefer away. Second one here from Katz is good as he's perfect from the line, 2 for 2. Of course, you average 25-plus points per game. You're going to be pretty darn good from the free throw line, too, as well. Red Cat is 68% on 80 attempts so far this season. Third one upcoming now for the senior. Lefty drops that one down. He goes 3 for 3 from the stripe. Out scoreless in the first quarter, but now he's got 6. It's back down to a single-digit lead for Hanover. Still full court pressure by Logan Palco. Wildcats get away with it. Tanner Bruna keeps backing up into the corner. Cross-court skip pass. Adria Cohorse 3. No, that's off. That left corner has not been good, but Cohorse, offensive board tracked down by Bruna. Mine head fakes on a 3. Gets all the way into the lane. Kicks it out. Top side now. Cohorse will work it his way inside. Hanover delivered offense. Final 5 minutes here in this first half. Braylon Mine all the way to the lane. A lot of contact again, but no foul called on that one. Mine has been strong to the cup all night long, but a missed shot there for Braylon. Defense intensity here for the Wildcats is now Cameron Juniman will pick up Rhett Kratz. Has trouble with it. Falls down, kicks it out, top side, taken inside the paint. Layup misses there. A point-blank shot by Case Ashmore. It's a scrum for the offensive board down along the baseline. And who's it going to be called on? I think a jump ball possession arrow will stay here with Logan Palco. A reminder, this is game number 1 of our doubleheader here tonight. We're going to have the Axel Boys and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays coming up here after this contest. With a trip to go to state, Axel looking for their 3rd straight trip to state. Boy, St. John's looking for their first one. Actually, since last year, it's a rematch of first-round action in state last season. Rhett Kratz all the way to the front of the rim. He's picked it up here in the second quarter. It's back to a 6-point lead for Hanover. Cager Cohorst keeping his dribble alive out top. A lot of contact again on the point guard. Nothing called. Way high pass going to be taken by Braylon Mine. Mine will set it up against this man-to-man defense. Rhett Kratz calls for a substitution. It goes Corey Jensen once coming out. We're not going to get it as Braylon Mine walks with it. Head coach Corey Jensen was wanting a timeout for forever. He's got to watch it, though, as he is way out on the floor, though. He has been working these officials all night long. And, again, I don't blame him. But a turnover for the Wildcats. Need to settle down here, especially offensively. It was a 13-3 lead here for Hanover at the end of the first quarter. It's down to 6 now as Rhett Kratz will go to the bench. Your 5 out there for Hanover. Tanner, Brenda, Braylon Mine, Garrett Martin, Cameron Chuniman, and Cager Cohorst. Let's see where Logan Palco goes here with the size down low. A little bit smaller lineup for the Wildcats. 3-ball taken right wing, Ryan Pugh. No. Defensive board tracked down. Cager Cohorst. Pugh now 0 for 5 from behind the arc. Mine across the timeline, working left to right, trying to work his way inside. Handoff dribble, right corner. Cameron Chuniman downhill, kicks it left wing. Tanner Bruna head fakes on a 3, takes it right to the rim and puts it in for 2 from Tanner Bruna. He's got a cool 6 here in this first half, and this lead back up for Hanover, 21-13. 3 minutes left in this first half. Hanover faithful chanting defense. Wild pass will be taken right corner by Ashmore. Ashmore now up top, around the horn. Rotated quickly, left corner into the hands of Pugh. Pugh, tip pass, taken back by Ashmore as he rotated over to the top of the key. In man-to-man defense here for Hanover. Good hands by Cohorst to tip this one away. Inside through the contact, the ball by Tanner Bruna, his second here tonight. And now we've got a whistle going for the offensive board. Where they're going to whistle this one on. Caden Graham picks up his first personal foul. That'll send Rhett Kratz back into the lineup for the Trojans. He will check out Graham. Second personal foul called on the Trojans. Full court pressure again here to be applied once the ball is inbounded. Kind of a 2-2-1 pressing zone. No, it is a 2-2-1 pressing zone. Mine, and now first one off the bench, or second one off the bench for head coach Corey Jensen's squad in this contest. It's going to be number 23, Jack Bruna, the 6-foot freshman. Mine working against Katz. Katz getting really handy. Kicks it outside. Tanner Bruna drives into lane. Good find for Garrett Martin. Up and down for Garrett Martin. His second bucket in 3 tries. And again, the second time that the Wildcat guards have gotten to the middle of this Trojan defense and just dropped it off for an easy bucket for Martin. Screen and roll. Tip pass taken away by Bruna. Off and running are the Wildcats. Top side, Mine head fakes on a 3. Right into the middle lane. Kicks it out. Jack Bruna, lefty 3 for the right corner. Drains it for Jack Bruna. Walks in off the bench, knocks down a 3. This lead back up to 13 for Hanover. 1:45 left to play in this first half. Hanover faithful chanting defense. Top side, Sparks will get us set up, trying to work it left baseline into the Cats. Cats steps out, 3-ball. That's money from Rhett Katz. The smooth shooting lefty drops down his second triple in this quarter. Back down to a 10-point lead. Braylon Mine, not the answer, but offensive board. Cameron Juniman, the glue guy for the Wildcats. Mine, again, straight on. Dead it at the back of the rim, but it drops in for Braylon Mine. on his second attempt on that trip. Pick up the phone. The answer's good. It's back up to a 13-point lead for Hanover. Jack Brunin now picks up Katz on the left wing. They're going to double him inside. Good defense right to the rim. Good contest by Garrett Martin as the shot is missed from Case Ashmore. Here come the Wildcats. Mine right down Broadway. Jack, another one. Head fake. No, good defense here. Mine, right block. He's going to ISO himself down low. Spins into the defense. Finds Cameron Juneman left corner. Now Tanner Bruna out top as the clock hits 40 seconds. Tanner almost loses it, but the Wildcats will reset. Braylon Mine, right wing. He's gassed. He takes a knee. To get a little bit of a breather, but we're going to keep playing here in the final 30 seconds. Timeout is finally whistled by head coach Corey Jensen. The second time he has been adamant for a timeout, and he finally gets one here. We'll take a quick 30-second break. 26 seconds left in this half. Hanover leading 29-16.
We know you love the RV lifestyle, whether it's a camper, motorhome, or travel trailer. Make sure you have the right insurance policy for your next trip. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance, and we offer affordable plans with great coverage for your needs. We can customize your policy to ensure your days of leisure are stress-free. Protect your home away from home with affordable recreational vehicle insurance from Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
As a reminder that you can listen back to your favorite broadcasters at KNDYradio.com underneath the KNDY Sports Rewind tab. Listen to any broadcast, whether it be from football season all the way up until last basketball season, a run for your favorite team. Every live broadcast available as a podcast at KNDYradio.com. 13-point lead for the Hanover Wildcats out of that timeout. We're going to calm it down here with 22 seconds left. Mine out top. Straight up guarded by Caden Graham. Right elbow. Tanner Bruna will take it. Good cut there by Martin to the rim and drops it down. Garrett Martin just finding the right places here in this contest. He's got a quick 6 points as it's been the guards feeding him. Katz all the way through the lane. A floater, air ball. Mine will take it in quarter break. Comes to an end with a wild shot from Red Kratz as the Hanover faithful come to their feet here in Tuscany, Kansas. It's been all Hanover in the first half, leading 31-16 at the end of the first half as Hanover looks for their first trip to state in 3 years under head coach Corey Jensen. Again, Hanover girls punched their ticket to state last night. Hanover boys trying to do the same here this evening. They're up 31-16 over top-seeded Logan Palco at halftime. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's a recap of this first half, and then before you know it, second half action will be upon us here live from Tuscany.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Main Street Market in Hanover is a proud supporter of all Wildcat athletics. Stay up to date on all the new deals, sales, and more by visiting their Facebook page. Stop by and check out everything they have for your next gathering, family event, or game day. When holidays roll around, don't fret. Main Street Market has you covered. Sure to have everything you need to keep the family full and happy. That's the Main Street Market, downtown Hanover, your local hometown grocery store.
Soil is the very foundation of farm life. Conserving it is an important aspect of a successful operation. Orville Juneman Dozer Services is here for that important factor. They will build the terraces to maintain your soil resources. They will dig out the ponds for the care of your herds and create the waterways to control the flow of water away from your carefully maintained fields. Orville Juniman Dozer Services has all the trucks and equipment to be your ally in preserving the groundwork of your business. Give them a call today.
Max Blasky back with you here on Teskid High School on a championship Saturday. Game number 1 of our doubleheader. It's 31-16 Hanover in front of undefeated and top-seeded Logan Palco. It's really been the shooting of the Wildcats here in this contest leading the way. Hanover so far in the first half, they are 11 for 18, shooting it at a 61% clip in this first half. And again, I made the comment somewhere there in the first half, I chatted with Corey Jensen before the game got going, and I said, you get to this point in the postseason, you got to play defense, you got to make shots. And he said something about, well, we're going to hit at least 10 threes here in this one. Well, they've only got one, but I think he'll take their shooting percentages nonetheless, as Hanover has been getting everything they want at the front of the rim, and really it has all started with the drive ability of the guards. Tanner Bruna, Braylon Mine, and, of course, Cadre Cohorts kind of getting into the action against this tall, lengthy, and athletic Logan Palco team. Hanover has disrupted them defensively, thanks in part to shutting down their leading scorer. Well, let me take that back. Not shutting down. We're going to slow down a 25.6 points per game scorer to only 11 in the first half. That's leading scorer for Logan Palco. As we take a look at their stats from the first half, again, Red Cats, comes into this contest averaging 25.5 points per game. He had 33 in Logan Palco's first-round win over Teskid. He has 11 here in this first half. He was held scoreless on 0 for 5 shooting, and it is a quick halftime as Logan Palco is already out of the locker room with 5:30 left to, in this halftime break. They're going to get back at it, try and get some shots up for this offense that, again, averages over 60 points per contest, held to 16 through the first 16 minutes. So Red Cats, 11 points on 5, 7, and 9. 3 for 9 shooting. He has 3 for 3 from the free throw line. That's the only free throws that Logan Palco has knocked down, as they're 60%, 3 for 5 in this contest. Other scorers for the Logan Palco Trojans, it's going to be Caleb Sparks with 3 points in this game. He had a triple in the first half, and Caden Graham has 2 points for the Trojans. Other than that, no scoring for a Logan Palco team that, again, led by Red Cats on the season, kind of iso ball out west, and it's not working here in the first half against a TVL formidable opponent. Looking at the Hanover score sheet in that first half, a very balanced attack for head coach Corey Jensen and his Wildcats. 6 Hanover Wildcats have scored, led by Braylon Mine, who is 3 for 5 from the floor. He's a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line, leading the way with a even dozen points, an average of 16 points per game. He's well on that way here in this contest. 6 points for Garrett Martin. He's 3 for 4 from the floor. And again, it's the drive and dish abilities, not drive and kick abilities, the drive and dish abilities for this Hanover boys team early on in the contest that has really allowed, especially Martin, to get going down low. 6 points also for Tanner Bruna as he got the start here tonight. 3 points for Jack Bruna, a huge one off the bench in that second quarter as Logan Palco had pulled it to within 8. That 3 by Bruna bumped it back up to 11. 2 points from Cameron Juniman and 2 points for Hunter Kiekefer. But again, Hunter Kiekefer, the sophomore, 5'11", giving up 4 inches to the 6'3" Red Cats. Defense is his name of the game, and here in this contest, getting the start tonight for head coach Corey Jensen, really playing his game extremely well. He does have 2 fouls, so we'll have to watch that in the second half. But again, Hanover shooting percentages, 11 for 18 from the floor in the first half, 61%. They're 7 for 7 from the free throw line, perfect on this contest, as it is Hanover, again, up at half, 31-16. We're going to take a quick 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you a score update from action elsewhere around the state, as well as get you ready for our second game of our doubleheader tonight, as we will crown 2 sub-state champions in the boys contest here this evening from Teskid, Kansas.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a proud Wildcat booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Max Blasky back with you here on KDY FM 95.5. Again, Hanover boys leading 31-16. A score update for you, courtesy of Jeff Wirtz and the TVL Sports Spotlight over in the Class 2A Valley Heights bracket. The Valley Heights girls trail Kansas City Christian at halftime, 22-20. Of course, Valley Heights came out with a very impressive win over Morrill Hill last Wednesday. The Lady Mustangs looking for their sixth trip to state in 8 years under head coach Jordan Brockschman. Other games going on today, too, as well. Right now, it's Burlingame versus Clifton Clyde. I'll get you a score update on that one just as soon as I can. And then later tonight, PVL matchup again in that same Class 1A Division I bracket, Blue Valley taking on Frankfort. And, of course, coming up tonight, or I guess here in just a little bit, it's going to be the Axtell boys taking on the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Coming up at 6:30, that's a contest, a rematch of last year's first round of state. That was a 54-32 win for the Blue Jays. And we're going to see a high score in that one, too, as well, as the Blue Jays are led by Do It All Senior. Let me get the first name here correct. I'll probably butcher the last name. Edward Hornick, the 6-foot junior, averaging over 20 points per game this season, averaged 15 points per game last year, and was a top 20 player to watch this year. First possession for the Wildcats. It's a shot inside from Garrett Martin, his first miss of the half. Starting lineup, let's see here. Yep, exact same as the game. Down low, it'll be Cameron Juniman and Garrett Martin. Out front, Braylon Mine, Tanner Bruna, and Hunter Keycaper. Same starting lineup for the Trojans, too, as well as Rhett Cat. Nails down the triple. Smooth shooting lefty now has 14. He has 14 of Logan Powell's 19 in this game. It's Caden Graham, Ryan Pugh, Rhett Katz, Caleb Sparks, and Ethan Gashler for the Trojans. It looks like the Trojans down a 2-3 defense. This is going to be interesting couple sequences. Again, it's three Trojans have 2 fouls, so trying to protect the inside game especially, as that's where Hanover, again, really excelled in that first half. Good drive by Keycaper, kicks it out to Juniman. Then a foul will be called down low. It's taking a hard lick to the floor. I believe that was Ethan. No, that's going to be Ryan Pugh, the 6'1 senior, bulky shooting guard. Will pick up his third personal foul as he reluctantly goes to the bench with that third. Ace Ashmore will be the first off the bench in this second half for the Trojans. Yep, defensive foul down low will be called on Rhett Katz. So now quickly 2 Trojans with 3 personal fouls. Katz is saying that it was Garrett Martin that pushed Katz into Cameron Juniman, but Katz is going to pick up his third personal foul. So now what does head coach for the Trojans, Michael Delamont, do? He's going to leave his leading scorer out there here. Just start of this second half. 6:49 left to play in the third quarter. Tanner Bruna loses this one. Butterfingers. Nope, Cameron Juniman comes away with it. Juniman inside the lane looking for a little help. Kicks it out front. We've got a referee timeout as I believe Caden Graham went hard to the floor. I don't see any blood quite yet, but he's holding the back of his neck and the front of his face. So he will go to the bench. And actually, excuse me, that's not going to be Caden Graham. That's going to be Case Ashmore, who just checked into the contest. As he's holding his face, he took a hard lick. Him and Keycaper got tangled up going for that loose ball off the hand of Bruna. And now we are going to have an official timeout out front as there's some blood there just outside the three-point line. Again, Case Ashmore got tangled up with Cameron Juneman. He took a hard lick right to the front of the face, and I think we've got a little blood trail here in Tesket. It's an official timeout here, 31-19. We're going to keep it here as it looks like quickly we'll get everything set up. Athletic director here at Tesket, so gracious down here, too, this week. It's not the best reception because we use cell phones to get our broadcast out to everyone, but they've been so gracious in allowing me to get on their school Wi-Fi, print off some stuff if I needed to. Really made us feel like home in this beautiful Tesket High School down here, about 30 years old. And quickly, the athletic director gets everything wrapped up, taken care of, and we should be back in game action here in just a little bit. And that'll give me a chance here quickly to remind you that coming up, don't go anywhere. It's the Axel boys 20-1 versus Beloit St. John's Tipton at 14-6 on the season, matching up. Axel looking for their third trip to state and looking for 2 straight wins over the Blue Jays. As again, is Axel beating the Blue Jays last year in first round of state 54-32. Inside, Braylon Mine hounded by the defense through contact, and another foul going to be called. That's going to be Ethan Gassler picking up his first personal. And quickly, 3 team fouls now on the Trojans. Again, a experienced Trojan team as Ashley Gassler picks up his second personal foul. Braylon Mine at the free throw line. Smooth shooting righty drops this one down for the first free throws. Again, you can't get much better in the first half than Hanover was from the line. 7-for-7. Led by Mine, who was 5 for 5. Bouncer's jinx doesn't work on that one. He stays perfect from the stripe. Now 14 for Braylon as this lead is back up 33-19. Next time out, we'll give you another score update brought to you by the TVL Sports Spotlight. Check out Facebook and TVLSportsSpotlight.blog for all the latest information and stories on the Spotlight. Inside, Mine gets a block. The 2 shots now upcoming. I think it was Hunter Keycaper with the body. Nope. They're going to put this on Braylon. Had a little body contact down low. Wilson, Caleb Sparks to the line. Sparks one of 3 Trojans to score in that first half. Again, led by Rhett Katz with 11 points. Sparks had 3, and Graham had 2. And that's kind of on the season how it's been. Katz leads the way at 25.5 points per game. Everyone else right around 8 or lower. Second free throw is down as Sparks goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. Mine picks up his second personal foul. He's the third Wildcat now with 2. Cooper Bruna, who will check in at the next dead ball, and Hunter Keycaper both have 2 as well. Tanner Bruna inside up off the glass. He falls to the floor. Shot will be no good, and the Trojans will control. Working left to right now as we switch second half action. Logan Palco now on the right side of the court in front of their home bench. Working left to right in their home whites. This one's just taken away by Bruna right out of the hands of Caden Graham. Graham all the way to the rim. Bruna tries to feed this one off to Martin, but it's good defense by the Trojans to get back in line. Quickly back into the game, Case Ashmore will check back in after getting that bloody nose switched around. Cooper Bruna also into the contest. The 5'10" freshman in their big minutes for this season. Braylon Mine had that one 50% on the way down, but it crawled out for the junior. As again, good take by Hanover. They're aggressive right to the front of the rim here tonight. A little screen and roll left side. Rhett, a 3, bangs it, and a 4-point opportunity for Rhett Katz. The second 3-point bucket he's been fouled on here tonight, and this foul will go on Hunter Keycaper. He's been the culprit on both 3-point fouls. So let's see if this hopefully does not get Katz going in the second half, as there was emotion shown out by this senior. Again, a very old team, all 5 starters senior. The lone one off the bench is a junior. Free throw hits every part of the rim and dropped down for the 6'3" senior. As Cager Cohorse will check in for Hunter Keycaper. 33-24, Wildcats still double-digit lead here in the second half. 5:25 left to play in this third quarter. Still 2-3 defense here for Logan Falco. That was in man-to-man early on in this contest. Cooper Bruna, left wing. Wildcats are going to be deliberate with this ball here in the second half. Head coach Corey Jensen's 2 hands up in front of him. He says, take your time. No shot clock here yet in the state of Kansas, so we're taking our time, are the Wildcats. Tanner Bruna steps to the double team, finds Garrett Martin, and pretty post-to-post action as Garrett Martin finishes it off. He's got 8, and again, set up by the guard play of these Wildcats. Cadrick Cohort switching off with Cooper Bruna on Cats. Hounding defense here from the Wildcats in this second half as it was in the first. Cats right wing guarded by the shorter Keycaper. 3-ball right corner with a lot of contact. Shot no good. Defensive board taken away by Hanover. And now a foul will be called 70 feet away from the basket. This will go on Ethan Gashler. So quickly he's got 3 personal fouls. As that 3 was a wild miss from Caleb Sparks in the right corner. So now Gashler with 3, Katz with 3, and Pugh with 3, as Gashler will go right back to the bench, and will come Pugh. Cadrick Cohort's Braylon Mindhunter, Keycaper, and Garrett Martin, along with Cooper Bruna, your 5 out there on the floor. Head coach Corey Jensen elects to take a timeout here at the 4:23 mark in this third quarter. The full timeout, we'll take it with them. Wildcats still up by 11. Halfway through this third quarter, we'll be back to our broadcast action on KNDY FM 95.5 after this.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
So what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with professional Rheem HVAC service that'll keep your home comfy year-round, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort.
72 degrees, and I'm good to go.
Get professional service in all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
TVL ball showing their dominance here this Saturday as Clifton Clyde is up 31-21 over, where was it? They're playing Burlingame. Get that name right here this year. So Clifton Clyde Eagles up by 10 at halftime over 2-seeded Burlingame. Elsewhere, it was the 2A Valley Heights girls trailing, I believe, by 2 at halftime in their contest. Yep, by 2 in that one. Later on tonight, Blue Valley and Frankfort will battle in that same class that Clifton Clyde and Burlingame are in. And, of course, later tonight, Axel Eagles look to punch their ticket to State 2 as well. Logan Palco comes out here in a very aggressive defense, kind of like a 1-2-2 now out there as the Hanover guards try and figure out what exactly is going on. High post action as Tanner Bruna will come high, and a good job by Cadrick Cohort, out top. He takes the bump from Case Ashmore. That's already the 5th personal foul. We'll send Cadrick to the line for 2 free throws here in this one. The righty rattles the first one off the rim, no good. And Cadrick took over starting roles at midpoint in the season. He's top 25 in the state of Kansas in assists per game and really brings a solid point guard option to head coach Corey Jensen's squad. Can't get the free throw here as he goes 0 for 2, though. This one, of course, not in the starting lineup with the height of Logan Palco, but still a solid player. Cats, fall away left wing 3, shot no good. Tanner Bruna pulls down the defensive board. Here come the Wildcats working right to left. Cooper Bruna through the contact, and a foul will be called. That's going to go on Rhett Pugh, and he is barking at the official. He better be careful because that's 4. If they give him a tech, he'll be done for the game. He can't believe the call from the far side official, but it will send Cooper Bruna to the stripe for 2 free throws. Here so far on the season, Cooper knocks down the first one from the free throw stripe. Cooper, 63% on the year. So that one will actually not go on Ryan Pugh. So he's going to stay at 3. It's going to go Caden Graham to his second. Second one down for Cooper as he drops in both free throws. Hanover now 4 for 6 from the free throw stripe in this third quarter. 37-24, 3:30 left to play in the third quarter. Right block, Cats over the shoulder, blocked by Martin, though, as he got around Cooper Bruna. Wildcats off and running. Mine doesn't have numbers. Marsley pulls this one back out. Fake the cross-court skip pass. Now up top, Cohorse. 3-ball. Bang! From Kadrick. Cohorse going to hit the free throws, but we'll exchange 2 for 3 as this lead has blossomed now up to a 16-point advantage, and a full timeout will be called by the Trojans. We'll take it with them. 3 minutes left to play in this third. Hanover leading 42-24.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
At Hanover Hospital and Clinic, we put the care back into healthcare. We believe that your health is more than just treating the symptoms. It is about building relationships and providing support in our community. We are excited to introduce our newest physician, Dr. Tyler Shriver, who is now seeing patients and providing top-notch compassionate care. Our team of providers are dedicated to providing personalized care to each and every patient we see. Come see Dr. Shriver and experience the difference that compassionate care can make in your healthcare journey. Schedule an appointment today at Hanover Hospital and Clinic by calling 785-337-2214.
Max Blasky back with you here on Championship Saturday. Tanner Bruna still run away. Good poke out from behind by Caden Graham as Tanner Bruna was looking to throw that one down from about half court. Good defensive possession, though, is out of the timeout. Hanover forces a turnover. Came into this game, both teams, Hanover averaged about 14 turnovers, while Logan Palco averaged a dozen. Both teams kind of short on that standpoint. Hanover only 3 turnovers, while Logan Palco only 4. But foul trouble now for the Logan Palco Trojans really starting to pile up. This 4th foul will go on Ryan Pugh. He cannot dispute that one as he got a lot of contact there on Tanner Bruna. Bruna at the line now for 2 free throws. Short arms the first one. Substitution as Pugh will check out. Back in will come Caden Graham. Second free throw off, no good, but through the hands is Braylon Mine with the offensive board, and now ran in from behind by Caden Graham. Tanner Bruna goes tumbling, so he goes 0 for 2 from the line, but he'll go right back to the stripe for 2 more. 6, 8, 10. Now the 9th and 10th free throw attempts by Hanover in this quarter. That's going to be 17 already in the game. Tanner Bruna can't hit the first one as a team, Hanover only 54% from the stripe as a squad. Tanner goes 0 for 4 from the line. Usually a decent free throw shooter at 47%, but 0 for 4 on that one. Final 2:30 of this third quarter. It's 40-24. Hanover in the lead. They've been there since the beginning of this contest. Good little cut action down low through the contest, up and down for 2 from Caleb Sparks. And maybe the first play I've seen, especially here in the second half, that Logan Palco has got exactly what they wanted on an offensive play. As defensively, again, Hanover has been everywhere in this contest, holding a Logan Palco team that averages 62 points a game to just 26 so far in this one. Yep, here's another foul as Ethan Gassler just throws Braylon Mine to the ground. And this Logan Palco team is rattled. I didn't want to say it in the first half, but you're seeing it here now in the third quarter. Hanover is getting exactly what they want at the front of the rim, and it's starting to take effect due to the foul trouble. Mine knocks down the first one, and we're going to see a sub off the bench. Who's this one? Didn't even have all my stat sheets. Caden Gottschalk, a 5'7" sophomore, rarely used shooting guard, will be out there. And yes, you heard that right. He's 5'7". Everyone else, again, on this Logan Palco team, 6'1" or above. As Gottschalk will be called on here with foul trouble now for Logan Palco. personal foul here will go on Cooper Brune as he was hounding out front. We're going to see Brant Beichman now in for the Hanover Wildcats as he checks in. Brant, the 5'11 senior, one of 3 seniors on this squad, used sparingly, but especially in the second half. Head coach Corey Jensen trusts him, and Brant, first possession in, picks up his first personal foul, so you might as well get your money's worth in the stat sheet when you get it. 42-26, 1:53 left to play in this third quarter. Beichman will check Katz. Katz around the screen. Head fakes on a left wing 3, finds a cutter down the middle through the contact, and bucket down for Caden Graham. His second bucket in 2 attempts. That cuts it back now down to a 14-point lead for Hanover. Trojans back in a man-to-man. Mine at the free throw line, looking for some help. Runs the screen right side. Hands all over Cager Cohorse. Cohorse looking to get down low. Oh, good pass to Garrett Martin, but it's through the big man hands down low. All the way at the other end, left wide open. Caden Graham pump fakes up and down for 2. It's a quick 4-0 scoring run for the Trojans. And now the home crowd, quote unquote. I think there is more Hanover Wildcats here than anything. Of course, both teams from our TVL area wearing blue, so I think they're both kind of intermittent, but I think a bigger crowd for Hanover than anywhere. Braylon Mine will take an ISO on the smaller sophomore that just checked in. Mine all the way to the line, through the lane, blocked, but a foul will be called on the body down low on Rhett Katz. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. He's the 3rd Trojan with 4 fouls now in this contest, as Mine saw the mismatch with the smaller Gottschalk and just walked him all the way down to the front of the rim. Mine, who we saw in the first half, been to his knees, is exhausted, playing a heck of a good ball game here tonight, and still steps to the line and calmly knocks down the free throw. Head coach Michael Dillamont will have no choice but to go back to his senior, Brian Pugh, one of those with 4 fouls. Again, Pugh with 4, Katz with 4, who just goes to the bench, Ethan Gassler with 4, and Caden Graham with 3. Braylon Mine at the line. Kind of like how that one rings off the tongue. Goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. Now 4 for 6 from the line for 16 points in this contest. Final 40 seconds of this third quarter. It's a 13-point lead for Hanover. Logan Palco without their leading scorer out there right now. We saw it in the first half. Where do you get some buckets from? Inside block, but a foul will be called on Cameron Juniman as he came down over the top of Caden Graham. Graham, who averages 4.4 points per game and shoots free throws at a 53% clip. So shoots it from the floor at a 47% clip. We'll have to earn it here from the stripe. Friday knocks this one down in his first attempt. Cameron Juniman will take a seat with that personal foul. Back in will come Jack Bruna. So it's Jack and Cooper Bruna, Garrett Martin, Braylon Mine, and Tanner Bruna out there for the Wildcats for the final 38 seconds. Graham calmly knocks down the second free throw. Logan Palco 4 for 5 from the line in this quarter. 43-20 or 43-32. Final 15 seconds of this quarter. Against the zone, Tanner Bruna fakes on a 3. Now left wing, Braylon Mine. Mine walks it out with 7. He's going to have to go. Gets into lane, kicks it out. Jack Bruna, a 3. From Jack Bruna. His second triple of the ball game. And just like the second half, that's how this quarter ends with a Hanover run. Wildcats push their lead back up to 14 as it's 46-32 as we go into the final stanza. Hanover looking for their first trip to state in 3 years. We'll have 8 minutes to crown a champion. We'll be back in 60 seconds after this.
Every great team has shared qualities that separated them from all else. Whether you're talking about the 72 Dolphins, the 92 Dream Team, the Fab Five, or the Magnificent Seven, you can count on one thing. The vision was clear and the commitment was obvious. High standards were set and improvement was never ending. At Sapp Brothers, our goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And we'll reach our goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Join our team, Sapp Brothers Petroleum, in Philly, Crete, Lincoln, Humboldt, and Hanover, Kansas.
As a producer, you wear a lot of hats, from livestock expert to machinery and crop expert. For ag lending expertise, you can count on us. We'll help with the loans you need for livestock, seed, and equipment. So when it comes to ag, talk to us. Like you, our field is agriculture. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
46-32 is our final quarter score here. I'm missing 1 point from Hanover before so far. It's been Braylon Mine with 16 in this contest. Mine will pick up the personal foul on the defensive side here. That's only going to be his third. Is going right into the chest is Ethan Gashler. Gashler now just one shot in this contest. It was a miss in the first quarter. Still trying to find out where that 1 point drop down for the Wildcats is, unless they made a three somewhere or a two somewhere, a three. So far, it is again Braylon Mine leading the way with 16 points. Garrett Martin with 8, 6 from Tanner Bruno, along with 6 from Jack Bruno, who is perfect from behind the arc. Second free throw drops down here for Gashler as it's 46-33 in favor of the Wildcats. Final stanza here. Again, don't go anywhere as we got more great Sub-State Championship boys action coming from you live from Teskett High School. It's the Axel boys and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays coming up. Tanner Bruno right to the rim, misses that bunny. Controlled by the Trojans. Tanner had a rough go of it in the second quarter, 0 for 4 from the floor. Or third quarter, 0 for 4 from the free throw line and 0 for 1 from the floor. Little weave action here, gets it into the hands, left side, driving to the lane of Hayden Graham. Graham, who has picked up the scoring now in the second half, has 10. Second leading scorer for Logan Palco, behind 18 from Rhett Katz. Trojan crowd urging their team on as now defense shifts to a 1-3-1 trapping zone. Jack Bruna, another triple. No, not that one. Heat check there from the freshman. Maybe not the shot you're looking for, only leading by 11. Lead pass taken in by Graham, who has the hot hand. They're going to swing it around into the hands of Katz. No, it's going to stop out top with Pugh. Again, three Trojans with 4 fouls, including leading scorer Rhett Katz here in this fourth quarter. They're trying to isolate him down low on Jack Bruna. Jack steps in front. A little wild pass is going to sail out of bounds. Turnover, Logan Palco. Only their third here in this second half, but a costly one there, as that allows Cage Cohorts to check back in for head coach Corey Jensen and his squad. Braylon Mine will take a well-deserved breather. No, Jack 2 for 6. Yeah. I was going to say, I know Braylon's getting tired, but with an 11-point lead in the final 6 minutes, you're going to need him to stay out there, leading scorer with 16 on the season. Mine will take this one, hounded full court pressure now by Case Ashmore. Mine gets across half court, working right to left. Mine inside takes the bump up, and no, but offensive board, Tanner Bruna, he's going to be ripped to the ground. Who are they going to call this personal foul on? Let's see, it's going to go on Ashmore, so his second personal foul. Going to be Cooper and Tanner Bruna, Cager Cohorse, Braylon Mine, and Garrett Martin out there in this final 6 minutes. As for Logan Palco, starting for Ryan Pugh, Rhett Katz, Caleb Sparks, Ethan Gashler, and off the bench, Case Ashmore. And head coach Corey Jensen calls the timeout to save a possession here in this fourth quarter. Jensen was wanting timeout all during the first half, and he couldn't get it this one as Martin goes rolling to the floor. Cohorts goes rolling to the floor. Jensen will get this timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Those who just came back from a break. Again, other action going on elsewhere around the state today. At last check, Clifton Clyde boys led Bennington in the Class 1A Division I championship game, 31-21 at half. Elsewhere in the 2A girls sub-state championship contest, Valley High trail Kansas City Christian by 2 at halftime. Of course, both of those games are coming close to an end. Other action going on across the state of Kansas today. It's 9-seeded Blue Valley and 5-seeded Frankfort in the Class 1A Division I boys contest over at Centralia. Frankfort looking for their first trip to state in quite a few years. Blue Valley might be looking for their first ever, but don't quote me on that one. Meanwhile, coming up, it's going to be the Axel boys looking for their third straight trip to state. They take on 3-seeded St. John Tipton. 11-point lead for Hanover. They led this entire way. It was a 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter, a 31-16 lead at halftime. Logan Palco outscores the Wildcats by 1 in that third quarter. Hanover came out of this break leading 46-32. So far, though, it's been a bucket by Caden Graham and a free throw by Ethan Gashler for the Trojans. Hand check foul is going to be called. I believe that will go on Case Asher defensively, as the Trojans have been very aggressive out on the front court so far here tonight. Well, you can't do that from the home crowd, and Tanner Bruna gives that little 3 claps, too, as well. Mind the engine that makes this train run, catches it in the backcourt. He's got a team-high 16 in this contest. He gets downhill, lots of traffic, hounded, and a foul will be called. Caleb Sparks picks up his third personal foul. That'll be 3 team fouls now for the Trojans with 5:33 left to play. Sparks actually only his second personal foul. Martin down the lane. Kick it out top now to Mine. Mine will set us up here top side. Mine looking to get downhill against the smaller defender. Should have went up with that one. Tried to lay it off to Garrett Martin. Turnover Wildcats. Cats back the other way through the lane. Foul and 2 shots will be coming. Head coach Corey Jensen wanting to travel Suns home crowd, but it'll be a push foul called, I believe, on Cooper Bruna. So Bruna now 4 personal fouls. Braylon Mine also has 3, and Hunter Kiekefer also with 3 in this contest, too, as well. Again, Rhett Katz, the lengthy 6'3" senior, just glided his way right to the front of the rim. Free throw drops down on the first one, as we're going to have a substitution. Gashler will check out. Caden Graham back in for the Trojans. Second one upcoming here for Red Cats. Knocks that one down. It's a 20-point contest now for Red Cats. His back-to-back 20-point game. Still a little short of his season average of 25.5, but he's going to need some help here in the final stanza. This leads down to 9 now as Mine turns around. Jump ball, what we call possession arrow. Stay those with Hanover. This is the closest the Trojans have been since the beginning of this contest. It's 46-37. 5:05 left to play in the final stanza. Bruna out top. Quick swing pass left wing to Mine. Bruna looking to dive in front, but we're going to keep this possession going against the man-to-man defense here for the Trojans. Mine out top, now switched off by Graham. Adrian Cohorst, so good with the ball, gets downhill looking for some help. Finds a cutting Tanner Bruna, but a foul will be called. I believe that will go on Caden Graham. So now his 4th personal foul. He is the 4th Trojan now with 4 fouls. So playing with fire now are these Logan Palco Trojans. Cohorst inbound. Smoothly gets it up to Cooper Bruna out top. Right corner, a little handoff back into the hands of Kadrick. He'll set us up top side. Now hands it off to Braylon. Yep, and there it is. Caleb Sparks picks up his 3rd personal foul out front, and that is team foul number 5 for Logan Palco, and probably who you don't want to see go to the line is Braylon Mine. He has 16 points. He's 3, 5, 8, 11, 8 for 11 from the free throw line here in this contest. 3rd personal foul will be called again on Caleb Sparks as Mine knocks down the first. And the name we haven't called for a while, it's Hunter Kiekefer back out there with 3 personal fouls. Defensive stopper who shut down Rhett Katz in the first quarter, especially held him scoreless in the first 8 minutes. I'm sure he will check Katz here the final 4:37. Second one here for Mine. Makes it a cool 18 points for Braylon Mine. This lead back up to 11 for Hanover. 4:34 left to play. Hanover girls already punched their ticket to state last night. Boys trying to do the same here today. Little step back 3. No dive from Katz. And good defense again by Kiekefer. Mine hounded in the backcourt, gets it up to Kadrick. Kadrick across the timeline. Right to left as we see it. Keycaper trying to get downhill, finds Garrett Martin, left block. Going to work, hook shot up, no, too strong from Martin. Good-looking shot, though, and good find again from these Hanover guards here so far tonight. All the way to the rim goes Ashmore, excuse me. So I was trying to see what the whistle was while I was writing that one down. It's going to be a timeout called by the Trojans. We'll take it with them. Hanover in the lead, 48-39. It's back to a single-digit game. We'll be back in 30 seconds here to KNDY-FM at 95.5.
For a Goog time, head to Hanover. Goog's Bar and Grill is the happening place for food, drinks, and fun. Open 4 p.m. until midnight, Monday through Saturday, and the grill is always open late. Check out Mexican nights on Thursday with the best pizza anywhere all the time. Order by the half combo or full size with carryouts available too. Find Googs on Facebook and check out their daily specials as well as special events. Grab your friends, grab your family, or make some new friends. Where everybody knows your name, it's Googs in Hanover.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Max Blasky back here with you on KNDY. We'll get you a score update here in just a little bit as the Valley Heights girls have gone final, and they will be going back to state, I believe, last check. Jeff Wirtz confirms, the Valley Heights 52, Kansas City Christian 36. A 3-ball is missed by Braylon Mine out top. Of course, a big congratulations to the Valley Heights girls punching their 6th trip to state in 8 years under head coach Jordan Brockstrom, and they'll be down in Bramlage coming up next week. Here are the Hanover boys looking to hold on to this 9-point contest. 3.5 minutes left to play. Cats out front, kicks it out. 3-ball down from Caleb Sparks. Double up his money so far here tonight. He's got 9 in this contest. This lead back down to 6. Hanover holding the ball out front, looking to be very deliberate with this offense. Kadrick Cohorts down low, and a foul will be called on Caden Graham. That does it for the senior. He had a hot second half here with 8 points. He's going to finish with 10 now in this contest as Caleb Graham fouls out at the 3:05 mark. The first Trojan to foul out. Again, there are 3 more Trojans with 4 fouls. Ryan Pugh, Rhett Katz, and Ethan Gashler. At the line, it's Kadrick Cohorts. He's 0 for 2 in this game, but we're going to switch that around. He knocks down the first personal foul. Second one here coming for Cohorts. Rolls off into the front of the rim. Drops down. And we've seen a lot of free throws here in this contest. That's free throw attempt number 25 now for Hanover in this game. As Katz goes to work offensively, guarded by Keycaper, keeping those hands wide. Set fakes on a 3, driving baseline, up shot is down now from Case Ashmore. He's got 4 in this quarter. It's back to a 6-point game. Logan Palco looking to speed up, and a charge will be called on Tanner Bruna. Got way too deep in that fast break, and a tough charge called Ryan Pugh again with those 4 fouls. He had to stay set and take that one. Tanner Bruna will get subbed out. Cameron Juneman in for defensive purposes. Hanover looking to hold on to this 6-point lead. 2:34 left to play in this contest. Keycaper will pick up. Cats at half, working left to right as we see it. Screen and roll out top. Who's it going to be? Looking to go down low to Rhett Katz. Now it's going to be baseline attack for the Trojans. Skip pass around the horn. 3-ball Asher. No defensive board. Pulled down by Garrett Martin. Kadrick Cohorts hounded in the backcourt, and head coach Corey Jensen will take a timeout to save a possession. 2:13 left to play here in this contest. We'll take a quick 30-second break when we're back. Final 2:13, Hanover leading by 6.
Ever thought about what kind of curveballs Mother Nature might throw our way? Don't worry, Blue Valley Insurance is here to lend a hand. Whether it's hailstorms damaging your crops or strong winds causing trouble, our crop insurance has got you covered. It provides compensation for crop loss due to damaging weather conditions like hail, and we offer wind coverage too. Swing by one of our Blue Valley Insurance locations in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville.
Hanover 2-13 away from punching their first trip to state in 3 years under head coach Corey Jensen. Jensen has 2 trips and a state championship under his belt. Of course, last 2 years has met up with Axel in a championship game. Here's a foul in the backcourt taken by Case Ashmore. Ashmore now becomes another Trojan with 4 personal fouls, and we're going to walk to the other end as Braylon Mine will go to the stripe where he's been the man so far here tonight. 18 points for Braylon, right at his season average of 16. Puts it up. He's short on this one. It's going to stay a 2-possession game, though, 50-24. Jack Bruna, the freshman, will check in for Hanover. He will take out Cadrick Cohorst. Second one now upcoming for Mine. Drops that one down, does Mine. Makes this one a 7-point game. 51-44, final 2:06. All the way to the rim. Katz is going to be whistled for a foul. That's only the 4th team now on Hanover, so a side out of bounds will be the call from the baseline official. Hunter Kiekefer picks up that foul. Now that's 4 on Hunter, and he did an excellent job in the first quarter staying out of foul trouble, but since then has been in trouble most of this contest. Corey Jensen will stick him out there as he will hound Katz. Right corner, ball will be thrown out of bounds. It'll stay, though, with Logan Palco. Logan Palco, again, without the services of Caden Grahams. He finishes this night with 10 points. He's fouled out. Ryan Pugh with 4, Rhett Katz with 4, Ethan Gashler with 4, and Case Ashmore with 4. Here's Katz, left block. Kick out, drive into the paint by Ashmore. Shot from the free throw line is down, and Ashmore has opened it up here in the fourth quarter to the tune of 6 points. Mine with it, gets it across the timeline into the teeth of this defense for the Trojans. Little backdoor cut, Cameron Juneman up, no, blocked by Rhett Katz. Juneman not strong enough through the contact. Here come the Trojans. Across the timeline, here goes Pugh. Pugh, swing pass, top side now, Katz. Head fakes on a 3. We're going to calm it down. 51-46 is the score. Katz looking for a score. Braylon Mine pokes it away and saves it. Turnover, Logan Palco forced by Braylon Mine. He's going to hold the ball in the backcourt looking for help, and now a foul will be called. There goes the 4th personal foul on Caleb Spark. So he becomes another Trojan with 4 personal fouls. And Braylon Mine back to the line for free throws. This will be free throw attempt number 6, 9, 11, 12 in this contest. First one is down for Braylon. A lot of points here from the free throw line in this contest as Mine has been uber aggressive straight to the front of the rim. Second one upcoming now for the junior. He drops that one down. Cool as a cucumber. Only one missed free throw for Hanover in this fourth quarter after going 6 for 14 in the third. Defense coming from the Hanover crowd. Pugh, a 3. No, long. He's 0 for on the game, but offensive board Trojans. Another opportunity for Logan Palco. Kicks out. Left corner. 3. Blocked by Jack Bruna. It's going to stay with the Wildcats, and now over to Hanover, but a big defensive possession there by the lengthy freshman Jack Bruna to close out on Caleb Sparks and get the 3-point attempt block. Head coach Corey Jensen sub. We're going to go with Cadrick Cohorst and Cameron Juneman. So it's going to be Cohorst, Hunter Kiekefer, Braylon Mine, and Jack Bruna out there for Hanover. Mine will take this one in the backcourt. Looking for some help. He's going to attack the middle of the defense. Looking for a foul call. Everyone hounds him. Gets it up to Jack. Jack's going to be fouled. And that will do it for Case Ashmore. He had a heck of a fourth quarter. He finishes with 6 points, but fouls out here in the final 38 seconds. as Hanover looks like they're going to hold on to this one, leading 53-46. It's a 3-possession contest as now Jack Bruna will go to the line. Biggest free throws of his young high school career so far here in this one. Bruna from the stripe on the season is right at 50%. Lefty puts this one up and down. It's an 8-point game lead for Hanover. Second one coming from the lefty. 38 seconds on the clock. Final stands in this one. Lefty puts it up. Rattles home for Jack Bruna. A cool 8 points in his first sub-state championship game, and I'm sure many more to come. Cats across the deep three. Blocked by Keycaper. Mine pulls down the board, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt, sending Braylon Mine to the line, and the Hanover faithful can fill it here in Tescott. Their girls punched the ticket last night. Their boys look like they're going to hold on in the final 28 seconds to punch their ticket over an undefeated and state-ranked number 2 team in Class 1A Division II, Logan Palco Trojans. It's been a heck of a run for the Trojans this season, but if Mine can put these away, it's going to be game over. Cool as a spring rain. Braylon Mine drops down the first one. He's got 2 for 6 points in this quarter, all from the free throw line. Second one coming now from the junior. That one rattles home. Offensive board being fought for. Here, one last chance for the Trojans. Cross timeline goes Sparks. Sparks inside looking for Cats. Cats step back 3, and Connor Keycaper fouled him again on a 3. That's the third time now Keycaper's fouled Cats on a 3. Keycaper will foul out in the final 19 seconds of this contest with 2 points. He had a heck of a defensive game. I mentioned it in the beginning with him getting the start. Coach Corey Jensen was going to let him pick up 5 fouls, I'm sure, but I didn't want to see 3 of those come on 3-point attempts. Now we're at Cats at the line for 3 free throws. First one is down for Cats. Second one upcoming now for the senior. Drops that one down. Smooth as silk again. And a full timeout will be called by Logan Palco. Final 19 and a half seconds. We're going to keep it right here, though, in this contest. Hanover leading 56-48. There still is a sliver of hope here for the Trojans in this final less than 20 seconds, but it's going to take a make free throw and then a quick steal and a turnover turned into a bucket for Logan Palco. If you're Hanover, though, it's been a heck of a game. Haven't done the stats here in the fourth quarter, but they have been excellent from the field. They were 61% in the first half. So far here in the fourth quarter, they're 0 for 5. But again, in this fourth quarter, in this second half, give me a quick count. 26 free throws attempted for Hanover and 10-16 makes for 24. Hanover is 67% from the free throw line in this second half for a team. I don't have the team averages on free throw attempts here for Hanover, but a team that's 54% on the season. Hanover, again, 26 free throw attempts in this second half alone for the Wildcats. Well, let's see what the Trojans do on this one. Do you miss it? Do you make it? What's the call from head coach Michael Delamont? Lefty, no, he misses hard. Mine, defensive board. Mine travels with it, though, as he trips up and falls. It'll go back to Logan Palco. Final 17.3 left, again 56-48. Cats will inbound. I'm sure it's going to be a quick pass, then right back to Rhett in the corner. He's on the left baseline right now. It's going to be a quick pass looking for Cats. Yep, in that left corner. He steps up. 3 ball. No. Defensive board, Jack Bruna, and that will pretty much do it, sending the freshman to the line where he's 2 for 2 in this quarter. As it is now a 56, or I guess it stayed at 56-48, an 8-point lead. Jack can make it double digits again from the free throw line as the Hanover faithful chant all the way to state. Lefty first one, though, will be short from the free throw stripe. Second one can make it a 3-possession game. Coach Corey Jensen barking out instructions. Say, don't even get close to them. Second one for Jack. That's off the board. No good. Everyone back for Hanover. Clock running under 7. Katz, the deep 3. Banks that one in for Rhett Katz, but pretty much no time left as clock will run out, and Hanover advances to the state tournament for the first time in 3 years with a 56-51 win over top-seeded and previously undefeated Logan Palco. Gives them their first loss this season. It's a heck of a run for these Trojans, and pure emotions from, again, a deep senior class here from Logan Palco, as they will graduate 6 seniors, all 5 starters, will end their career with a loss here at Sub-State. And for the 5th straight season, Logan Palco's season ends in a Sub-State defeat. They don't get an opportunity to make it to state, but Hanover, one of the most consistent teams in the TVL, does. They make their first trip to state in 3 years and their third in 5 years under head coach Corey Jensen with a 56-51 victory over Logan Palco. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll recap this contest to get you ready for second half action here live from Tuscaloosa, Kansas on KNDY FM 95.5.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
Postseason basketball is here again as the teams of the Twin Valley League are geared up and ready to play. Along with the great coverage you get here on KNDY, come over to TVLspotlight.com and get the most in-depth and up-to-the-minute scores and stories of the TVL teams in this year's tournaments. TVLspotlight.com, your source for everything in the Twin Valley League.
Of course, our big thank you to our friend, Mr. Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Sports Spotlight, bringing you postseason updates and scores here from postseason action. Again, Valley Heights girls already punched their ticket to a sub-state championship game. Hanover girls punched their ticket last night along with the Lynn girls. And just moments ago, the Hanover boys punched their third ticket to state in 5 years under head coach Corey Jensen with a 56-51 thriller over previously undefeated and second-ranked team in Class 1A Division II, Logan Palco. In this contest, Hanover was led by Braylon Mine with 22 points. Give me just a second, and we'll get fully into the scoring on this one. 14-28 plus 7. Given math on free throws here, Hanover goes 23 for 35 from the free throw line. That's 66%, well over their season average of 53, and that was a big storyline in this contest here from Tuscaloosa High School. As again, Logan Palco didn't have the horses to keep up with a dominant TVL team here this evening. Hanover does go 0 for 5 in the fourth quarter, but it doesn't matter. They go 10 for 14, all 10 points there from the free throw line for the Wildcats as they matched the girls with a win last night. They punched their ticket to state, again, their first in 3 years under head coach Corey Jensen. Looking at scoring totals here in this one, we're going to start with Logan Palco. Of course, all season they were led by super senior Rhett Katz with averaging 25.5 points. He was right there at that average on this evening with 25. He was held scoreless in the first quarter, most notably defense from Hunter Kiekefer really made the difference in this contest, kind of disrupted this Logan Palco team in the first quarter as Hanover outscored the Trojans by 10 in the first quarter, 13-6. At halftime, it was Hanover in the lead, 31-16. It was the Wildcats 46-32 at the end of the third quarter. Logan Palco does outscore Hanover 19-10 in the final stanza to make this one close, but the Wildcats hold on for a 56-51 victory. Looking at other scores from Logan Palco, the before-mentioned Red Cats, 25 points. It was a big game for Caden Graham, who only averaged 4.5 points per contest this season. He had 10 with 8 of those in the second half, kind of really turned it around. 6 points for Case Ashmore, all of those in the final stanza. 9 points for Caleb Sparks and 1 point for Ethan Gashler to try and clear the court here in Teskett High School. In a good showing and a great venue for some Axel fans rolling on in, trying to get everyone situated here in Teskett High School. Do some chatting here in just a little bit. We'll wrap up this contest to get you ready for the Eagles contest. But again, Logan Palco was led by Rhett Katz with 25 points. Logan Palco goes 12 for 17 from the line, 70%, but they go 16 for 38 from the field. That's 42% for a team on the season that shot it at 46%, right at their season average. But again, I think the defense for Hanover just kind of threw off Logan Palco in the first half. They only went 5 for 21 from the floor, 24%. Now turning our attention to the Hanover Wildcats, who pick up another victory and move on to 15-6 on the season. Hanover was led by leading scorer on the season, 22 points for Braylon Mine, and it was a balanced attack from everyone else. Garrett Martin had 10. Garrett Martin had 8. Jack Bruna had 8, along with 2 big triples in the second and third quarter, respectively. 6 points for Tanner Bruna, 2 points apiece for Hunter Kiekefer, who fouled out in this contest, but had an excellent defensive game. 2 for Cameron Juniman in the first half and 2 for Cooper Bruna in the contest. But again, big story in this one for a Hanover team that as a team shoots 54% from the free throw line. They go 23 for 35 in this contest, 66%, and it all started in the first half when Hanover was perfect from the stripe, 7 for 7 from the line. Hanover ends up only going 3 for 11 in the second half. They didn't make a field goal in that final quarter, but again, the free throws in that final stanza were big, 10 for 14 for Corey Jensen's team. Hanover ends up going 14 for 29 from the floor, 41%. That's after shooting it at a 61% clip in the first half. Turnovers fairly similar on both sides. Both teams came in averaging about a dozen per game. Hanover ends with only 5 turnovers unofficially in the contest, while Logan Palco ends with 7 in this game. So the Hanover girls punched their ticket to state last night. Hanover boys do the same too as well. Of course, KDY FM 95.5 will have your coverage for both the Wildcats live from Colby, Kansas, starting off next week. I believe girls action will start Wednesday with boys coming up Thursday, and we'll follow the Wildcats all the way as, again, girls will look for their 3rd straight 1A Division II state championship under head coach Chris Bikeman. Meanwhile, the Hanover boys will look for their first state championship since the 2020-21 season, when they finished 23-1 in head coach Corey Jensen's first year, taking over for a longtime head coach Kim Losey. We got a great contest coming up here after this one. It's the Axtell boys at 20-1 on the season. They're the 2 seed in this bracket. They're matching up with 3 seeded and 14-6 St. John's Beloit Tipton. Axtell comes in averaging 64 points per game. The Blue Jays 60 points per game, but defense is the key for Axtell as they hold teams just 44 points per game, and Axtell has been on a roll since the second to last day of 2024. Their last loss came back on December 30th. That was a 64-30 fall versus Auburn in Nebraska. Since then, the Axtell boys have rattled off 18 straight wins, and they'll look to make it 19 and a third straight trip to state coming up here in just a little bit. In our first contest, it was the Hanover boys winning by 5, 56-51. We're going to take a timeout as they finally get the courts clear, 20s up there on the shot clock, and we'll get ready for game time between the Axtell Eagles and the St. John's Beloit-Tipton Blue Jays coming up here in just a little bit as live coverage from Tuscan High School continues on KNDY FM at 95.5.